there. I've got a lovely birthday card to show you today, but you know, you could adapt this and put any sentiment in that you like. I just think it's really pretty, and I'm always asked to do birthday cards, so I'd like to do something special to show you. So if you have a friend that you want to give a special card to, this is really, really a nice one for them. Let me introduce the dies we'll be using today. I have our new Happy Birthday sentiment from our expression set. From our configurations, the Dainty Lace Edger. From the Finishing Touches range, I'm going to be using our Maidenhair Fern. I've made the flower out of the Perfect Peony Complete Petal set. We're going to do a little bit of edging inside of our frame with our Portuguese collection, the border, corner, and tag. And the large dies are going to be from the Noble die collection, the Ornate Pierced design, as well as the Ornate Pierced Rectangles. And I've got a little bit of embossing going on with our Braided Vines A4 embossing folder. So there's a lot going on with this card. So let me set these aside and we will begin. There we go. So first thing up is I have gone ahead and cut one of the Noble dies here, and I've just done a white on white. We're going to cut the center out, and I can't tell you enough times that this is the way you really want to cut your centers to make them into frames. Cut the backing, cut the decorative edge, and then put the inside die back in place and just seat it back into that die, and we'll cut that out separately. I know I've done this on so many videos, you've seen it time and time again, but I still get people ask me, how do you get that so nice and even? And this is the way we do it. Pop that over there. So seat that onto my cutting plate with the cutting ridge downward. Cover it with the base plate, run it through the grand caliper. Let's check that. On a die this size, you may have to run it going the other direction too. So let me just do a quick check. That looks like we've gotten it all. There we go. You can see how nice and even this is. Get my tape off there. Take that out. So you can see that creates a really pretty frame for you to use. So let's put that back onto our magnetic sheets. And we'll do a little bit more here. Now I've gone ahead and cut two of the borders out of the Portuguese Border, corner, and tag collection of white card. So what I'm going to do is just use a little bit of glue, and we are going to add a little extra bit to the inside of this frame. So just seat it around this way. Try and center it nicely, and let's do top and bottom first. A little bit of glue there. Let me see if I can get this one on there nice. And then we'll trim away the extra bit. That looks good. Okay, wipe that off. Just use your scissors to just nip away the edge bits. They won't show from behind the frame. There we go. So you can see how pretty of a decorative feature that adds to the inside of the frame. And it kind of focuses your attention to the sentiment that we'll be putting there later too. Now I've gone ahead and I've done one with a little bit of mounting foam. So we'll bring that in, set this one to the side. The next thing we're going to do is some embossing. So I'm going to bring over my Braided Vines embossing folder. I've got a piece of some pale purple card here. Pop that inside. There we go. The sandwich for this is the base plate, the folder with your card in it, and the red adapter plate. I'm going to run that through our grand caliper. If you find that's too tight for any reason, because some machines are different, you can swap out the base plate for your pink embossing plate, and it's just a little bit thinner. So you have to be careful, depending on what type of card, the thickness and whatnot. Machines will vary a tiny bit. So let's pop that up. There we go. See how pretty that is? Look at that emboss, so beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and put that behind my frame. I've got a bit of mounting foam already. And we'll just nip away the extra bit that sticks out. Unpeel all of these. Yeah. Okay. Center that. Like that. and pair of scissors, and just go along the underneath part and trim away the extra bit. There we go. Be sure and angle your scissors so it doesn't cut into your die. You don't want that. All the way around. And check it just to make sure that you don't have any little bits that are showing. See how pretty that is? Love that. So we're going to come back to that in a second. That's ready to go. Now, what I've gone ahead and done ahead of time is I've cut my lace edger and I've put them around, and you can see where I've overlapped them in the corners here, here, and here. And there's a little bit extra bit that goes around the outside of that rectangular frame. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in these corners. Get a hold of these and put a little bit of glue down here. Hold that into place. Pop that right behind there and line it up. So I just want to fill in that gap right there. And a little bit more on here. We'll do the other side. So pretty all the way around the edge. It really does add a lot to your card. Okay. Have a bit of mounting foam on the back of it as well. I do love the dimension in a card. I think that that's one of the things that really adds so much interest when you're making handmade cards. Put this into place. Just center that. That looks pretty good, about like that. Okay, so now the piece that I've done earlier with the embossed background, I can bring that over, and I'm just going to add a little glue to the back of this. I'm going to pop this into place right in the center. That looks pretty good. A little bit that way. Give that a second to get caught. Now what I've done is I've gone ahead and I've cut the happy birthday a few times, and I've stacked them up to give a little bit of dimension to them. And I've got one more left to do, which I'm going to stack on top, but I'm also going to sugar it. So I'm going to use a little bit of spray glue on that. And I'm going to give it a quick blast, and I'll go underneath here so it doesn't go everywhere. There we go. And bring over a piece of copy paper that we'll put down. Oops, there. Okay. And I'm going to use the Cosmic Shimmer Diamond Snow Glitter Jewels here. Just sprinkle that over the top. Tap that off. Give that a second. Put all of that back into our container. And I'm going to just spray the back of that now. Pop that on top. Because we've got several of them there, they've actually, it gives the impression of being raised a little for dimension. And it's nothing more than adding a few die cuts stacked together on top of each other. There we go. And I think I'll just use a little bit of glue to attach that just in some spots. This will be a really nice strong bond for it. A couple little key places. There we go. Pop that in place right in the center of our frame. Really nice. That'll just take a second to catch, and we'll do our flower and a little floral element in the meantime. Now I went ahead and made a peony using the dies. I've coated it with some dries clear glue and some ice snow to give it that shimmer. It's absolutely beautiful, I think. And I have some of the little maidenhair ferns, and we'll just nip these around in different spots and add them. A little bit of a glue dot here. And let me see, what am I missing? Oh, there's my little bit of baker's twine. We'll set that down first over here. And I think I'll nip this one a tiny bit shorter. And like that. Use a glue dot on it. Have that one coming up this direction, just as a little bit of a embellishment for our flower. Do another one here. I think I'll take a little bit off of this one as well. It's nice, you can cut these up into different sizes, whatever suits your needs. Pop that down into place. And a couple glue dots should do the trick on our flower. Put that into place there. And to finish it off, I've got our beautiful stick pins here that I've made. And we're just going to put the ends of those right underneath the flower so they won't be sharp. There we go. So pretty. And there you have it. I think that's a really special card. Anybody would enjoy getting something like that. I hope you've enjoyed today's video and you join us again soon on our YouTube channel.